Yo, Ducky coming here at you. Yeah, that's really my nickname, honestly. Dano didn't start until later on in life, but because my dad used that nickname, they called him that, and I picked it up. I'd say after the '90s, you know. But I was always known as Ducky when I was a baby. That was my nickname, so that's really my nickname, Ducky. So I'm just coming at you right now I was talking earlier, about, the rapper Tupac and, you know, like who was really a really good rapper, that could throw down stuff and talk about stuff that now these rappers are talking about. But Pac paved the way for many rappers. Not to mention, way back Rum DMC, Fat Boys, Spice One, Ghetto Boys, all those guys, you know, um, were around too. But Pac was um, he's a very giving person. It really seemed like that a way, and he is very knowledgeable and smart. Uh, Black man. Um, he talked about like he never could figure out like how people with millions of dollars, like even quad triple, he was talking, and they have like you know 20, 30, 40 rooms in a house, and he never could understand that, but it's really true what he was talking about, because that's just greed. It's just so greedy. I mean, even if I was a multimillionaire, I wouldn't have that. I'd be happy with two bedroom, possibly maybe three at the most. But to have all these rooms, and he talked about it when there's homeless people out here, there's homeless people out on the streets, and Pac's like, it just never made sense to him why there's just so much greed out there. Yeah, there is. There's greed out here. Uh, you know, when this is America, but it's going on in America. You see it every day. It just how it is, but it shouldn't be that way at all. But the government, you know, we can't be given handouts neither, because that's just dependent on the government, and then we don't have no power. The government essentially takes over, and then controls us, which then would be called a socialist country, and we don't want to go there. Trust me. Um, but I'd have to say, some of the best rappers, the ones I can name off my head, the ones I actually started listening to was like Too Short. Too Short was the first, and then I started getting into '91 and up. I started getting into NWA and stuff, and then they started breaking off through the years. I think '93 they started breaking off, and then they went and did their solo thing. Ice Cube and Dr. Dre, MC Ren, and all the other ones, Easy E. Um, and they made raps and they dissed each other. But when they were the group, they were the NWA, and they had some good solo albums too. But I started listening to rap, you know, um, in the late '80s, early about 80, 85, I'd say '84, and there was some good raps, Uh, of course, you can't forget about, uh, Ghetto Boys, stuff like that, Ice T, of course, Pac, but it just seems like that Tupac was, when he was gunned down and shot numerous times, he survived many, but the last one got him. Suge Knight and all that was involved. Um, People say that Suge Knight had it set up, but it just, something like that should have never happened. You get you get more and more of black on black crime than you do any type. It's like 97, 98% of them killing their own kind. And it's true. I mean, look at young Dolph for instance. Born and raised in Chicago, rapped and supported Memphis, Tennessee, South Memphis, and he was gunned down. Um, he was in a cookie shop and gunned down through the glass. I mean, by his own kind, just out of just plumb jealousy, just plumb jealousy. And I get it. That is always been in a rap game of, okay, the rap battle. Okay, let's see who's gold chain sticker mine. Who's got the more bling bling. That's the way I see it. Because you get a lot of blacks that they live in property. They don't have dads growing up, so they're with their moms, so they don't have that father figure. So what happens is you know, they start running wild, and they just start getting into things with friends, and they start going down the wrong path, and they end up, either shot, killed, or in prison, in and out of prison, if not uh, all their life, just for stupid stuff, because they don't have that role model. And I get it. I, I, I feel for the black community. I really do. I think I think, you know, they are misjudged, and kind of profiled a little bit, if you will. They are, um, and everybody should be treated equally. Any race, um, gender, religion, everybody should be treated equally. If you're walking down the street at nighttime, all in black, dark hoodie, that right there is a red light to most cops, and I can see it. I can see where the blacks have a point, and they get stopped. But just because, and I've said this, just because you're wearing a hoodie and covering up your head, you want to wear a hoodie, does not make you a bad person. Just because you wear the bling bling does not make you a bad person. Just because you smoke a little bit of weed doesn't make you a bad person at all. If you got millions of dollars and you're making it, you're doing videos and you're getting support from your city, that doesn't make you a bad person. That's just the lifestyle that you choose to live. Everybody's got a talent, and rap is a talent. Rap is music. A lot of people argue that and say rap ain't, you know, my stepdad was really big on that. He would always say it's nothing. It hit the trash can. It's no music, and it is, Um, but these communities and these cities with black folks have to come together. If It's the last thing. They have to come together, you know, and get along. It would be so nice to wake up every day and know you could look into your brothers and sisters' eyes, which we all are brothers and sisters in Christ, God's view, and look in their eyes and say, "You having a good day today? God bless you," and go on about your day. You know, um, it'd be nice to know that there ain't no crime, there's no, there's no robberies or no stealings or no prisons for that matter. Nobody getting into trouble. Just a perfect world, okay? But unfortunately, we don't live in anything like that, you know. Um, and you start getting into the harder cities, you know, Chicago, even Cleveland's bad. Cincinnati, uh, it's gotten better, but you know, even there's parts of Cincinnati that are rough. You ain't gonna walk through. Um, but it's really all about like cities too. Like the blacks grow up, say like in Cincinnati, for instance. You get black folks there, and then say somebody in Cleveland. Well, that's a rivalry right there, even in football. So you're going to talk a little smack, and that leads to confrontations. That leads to just like back at rapping, you know, it's throwing lyrics into your mix and putting it into your rhyme. You see what I'm saying? And putting them into it, and it kind of draws red flags. But at the same time, you know, that's freedom of speech. Do no wrong, no harm. You know, no foul. But it's just rapping is what I'm trying. This that's what I'm talking about. Basically, is you should be allowed to rap and be cool with it, and go on with your life, man, and just get along, you know. Um, but I'm gonna jump off here, but that's uh, my views, like I said, on Tupac and growing up with rap when I first started listening to it and who I listened to. And within the 90s, I started listening to other things, you know, even hell, I remember 91 when MC Hammer came out. I mean, he was busting it. I liked it, you know. MC Hammer he was good for that time, you know, that era. You know, of course, you had Vanilla Ice and, you know, those boys and, you know, but, uh, but peace out, much love, and big hooday for the Cincinnati Bengals. We play the Chiefs on Sunday at 1 o'clock in Cincinnati, Ohio, in the Queen City. So we need to come out with the dub, if you know what I mean. But and then we obviously clinch the division with the Browns. We play the Browns in Cleveland, which I think we'll split it with the Browns. They beat us last time pretty bad, 41 to whatever it was. But this time I think it's going to be a little bit different. I think we are going to score in the higher points and put up touchdowns, and they're going to be obviously lower. I say we beat them by 7 to 10 points. But peace out, Ducky here. Catch you on the flip side. Peace out.